signals align. Ideas moving faster than the edge of your mind. Cold in the dark, building your agent's pipeline. World rewiring one line at a time. Yeah. System waking while the city asleep. Thinking deeper than the layers we keep. Agents learning every pattern we speak. Building futures in the circus beneath. Yeah. Some see chaos in decline. Some see history in real time. Either way, the tide is in. Ready to take this next world for a spin. Yeah. This the evolution of possible. Where the improbable turns logical. Whole new rhythm in the night. And the future's looking audible. We alive in the middle of it. Right.
Baby! How's it going?
Yo, Ray.
Happy Monday.
Where are we going today? What was that dirty what?
That's dirty banjo. Yeah, a little twang, alt rock. Alt rock, yes.
All right.
You didn't see me singing. I was singing, Bab. That was me singing.
I
had a mic.
That was your voice, but I did see you singing.
You can do anything with AI now.
Yeah.
Man. It's amazing. Yes.
You need to have like a real high tenor or something coming out of there.
We're going to have a good story about that too. Some guy, he's in jail now. But we got a great story of what he did with AI.
Oh boy.
And it has to do with music like that. Yes, it's crazy. Yes. But what do we think? Do we think fear and greed? Are we out of extreme fear? Do you think?
So I wasn't on Friday. Where were we?
It was in the, I think it was high teens, low 20s, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Because when I think the Wednesday when Snoop came on, and I think we were in the 20s.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
I definitely think we're got to be lower because I don't think there's a lot of sentiment. No, we don't know what's going on with this war thing. Nobody really knows what direction we're going.
I know. Well, we're going to clear that up, Happy.
Oh, hey,
that's
give
right.
me some insight, bro.
We got it. But so you think we're extreme fear, maybe even single digits? Is that what you're saying? Single digits?
We ain't in single digits.
Oh, okay.
I would say we're between 12 and 15.
Okay, let me refresh. We're refreshed. Oh, 11.
Oh, okay.
And look, we were yesterday, single digits. Look, last week, 28, right? Crazy.
Yeah, there you go. Last week, 28. Okay.
And it is. And I don't even see
what drop.
I know. What is the deal? And if you look at the, it's nothing really. It's just the same old. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you don't want to ever click links, Ray, but I went down the rabbit hole yesterday on it was basically 3 YouTube videos that were I don't know, maybe 15 minutes long each, and they were how they basically carried out this thing in Iran, and it was interesting as anything.
Oh, I got that story, Bappy. That's great.
Crazy.
Anthropic, Palantir. We're going to talk about that.
Let's do this.
It is. It's amazing. Let me see. Got the chat. Let me see, everybody. Here we go. GW Rich. Good evening, Web3 Wise guys. The media is moving the market. Trust only the data. News, cycles, and tweets come up and come and go. Yes, real adoption builds. It does, GW Rich. Thank you. I know. They got you all over. They got you scattered. That's what
that's prescriptive anymore.
Yeah, that's what the news does. Fills you with fear. Yeah, that's right. Thank you for joining us, GW Rich. Jason, 5449.
5449.
Good to see you, Jason. Thanks for joining us, bro.
What's up,
all is well. Yeah, man. Happy Monday. Appreciate you, man.
Here we go.
There you go. Oh, here we go. You want to read it? You sing. You're a singer.
Always in a hurry. I never stop to worry. Don't see the time flashing by. Got no money. I'm all 6s and 7s and 9s. You got to roll me and call me a tumbling dice. I don't know.
That's deep, Honolulu. Is that what is that guy? You got to know where the whole.
No, that's Kenny Rogers. That's for sure not him.
Okay, my bad. That's the only thing I could think of with some tumbling dice. But all good, Honolulu. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, you got to let us know, Lou.
Yeah. Happy Monday, my crypto adventures. Web3 Wise Guys fam. Yes, have a great week ahead. We do. Absolutely. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. And they're very optimistic.
Jason was very bullish.
Very bullish. I like it. Yes, that's it. But way over. You have lost the Showcase Showdown, Jason. Yes. But thanks for joining us. Happy the evolution of possible. That is. That's why I wrote it. It's from GW Rich. That was his. That was his song. Yeah,
that's right. You said you took some stuff from him and
I
made a
do.
song out of it.
Anytime anybody puts a cool line, I'm gonna make a song. I'm gonna make a song. But thank you, GW Rich. Yes, that is
Robin's
his
gonna
song.
win $100. She hit it right on the nose.
Robin, that's your number. That's my number too, Robin. Yes, yes, I like it. 11, but it's not good for crypto. It's not good. But great guess, Robin. Good stuff. Good stuff. Everybody is very funny. But again, I mean, I'm seeing it all over. I mean, I get it. We all get the feeling too, you know. But it is like as they say, right? When this happens, this fear happens. Like Warren Buffett says, it is the time, right? You got to lock in. Got to lock in. Oh, look at this! I did not know. Tumbling dice. The Rolling Stones.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
72. I was 3, Ray. I wasn't. I didn't.
Well, you got me.
You weren't even born, Ray.
I wasn't
You
even.
were still swimming somewhere.
Wasn't even a thought. That wasn't even a thought. But thank you, Honolulu. That's good stuff. I can't believe. Are those guys still singing?
Bro, if the only thing holding them up at this point is drugs. I don't know. I think they got like I don't even understand. How, like those guys should have been dead.
That's crazy.
So many years ago, and somehow they're alive.
It's wild, man. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Well, you know, they got that life in them. They're out there, the rock and roll life. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, we are going to hop into it, and you know this first guy. Yeah, we know this guy, right? But it is a very telling story. Yes, because like I said, that's why I titled the show what I did. Yes. Because it is. This is like the internet back in the day. Billions will be tokenized. Well, look at it. Betting billions that tokenized funds will do what for Wall Street what the internet did to mail. Yeah. You ever seen that Good Morning America thing when they were making fun of email, Bappy? They were like, "What is this at signal?"
I do remember that actually. I didn't see that live, but I definitely that's been played over and over again.
It is, and and they were making fun of email. What is this mail? Are you gonna do this? Nobody's gonna use filing cabinets anymore. Yeah, that's correct. Nobody's gonna use filing cabinets anymore. Yes, we're gonna go digital, and that is what Larry Fink is saying. Right? He said this to his shareholder in a letter today, and it is making waves, and it should because this guy over $10+ trillion assets under management. Right? So he knows what he's talking about.
He might know a thing or two.
He might know a thing or two. Yes. Yes, it's a big deal. So Wall Street work is about to fundamentally change, right? The way it works. And it needs an upgrade, Pappy. Yeah.
Oh, it definitely does.
Our whole financial system does. Yes.
Yeah.
But it is going to change. And supposedly, like I said, he's leading the charge here. They are BlackRock. Yeah. So he compared tokenization to the internet in 1996. Yes.
Yeah. Ray, I'll find you you're going to have to click a link, but at some point you're going to click a link that I send you. But there's a Charlie Kirk thing where he was talking to someone about economics, and the kid for not going to college was very brilliant. And he basically says, just like what you said, like we need to revamp everything. We're working off of old models that don't even have the inputs that we have now. So you can't get an output for something you don't have an input for.
100%. It was like I was supposed to go meet him, actually, Charlie Kirk, back in the day when we were going out to the NFT thing. Yeah, but I missed the flight. But anyways, doesn't matter. But yes, it was a cool because he was locked in, man. A lot of people knew a lot of this stuff, and it is still just because of all this whatever craziness going on, and then you hear AI. This is all that definitely happening, right? Tokenization is a real deal, and it's putting the ownership of that asset on a blockchain. That's
well, and if you listen to various people, that's something that's getting brought up more and more. So the blockchain and tokenization are words that are being used and thrown around a lot more now.
Right, and it will be. That's why they are equating it to email. It will be as fast and cheap as sending an email. Right. You getting whatever, a digitized either stock, ETFs, whatever it is going to be just like that, right? That fast. And you could hold a fraction of real estate deal, a government bond or private equity fund in a digital wallet the same way that you hold crypto, right? That is what we're talking about. BlackRock is already the largest tokenized fund in the world with their BIDL, right? You heard of BIDL. Right, Bappy?
Yep.
Right. And they got nearly $150 billion in assets tied to the digital market. And they hold 65 billion in stablecoin reserves, right? So, like I said, they're not anything new, right? They definitely been locked in, yeah. But it is happening, right? So when Fink says this is the future, he's not theorizing. He understands.
Well, I mean, he's running one of the two largest financial institutions in the world. So if he's saying that this is the future, then that means they're going to be going that way.
Right. But again, we pump the brakes a little bit because, again, we're waiting for some clarity with the Clarity Act and some of this stuff we're going on here. This could still be a few years, right? Still be a few years out, but it is definitely being, wired in, right? As you say. Yep. Because there is no clear framework, like legal framework yet, right? About on-chain ETFs, all of this stuff. Yeah. But it is what they're talking about. It is the 1996 moment where, look, people, and that's why I bring up that. I used to play it on the show. Then those Good Morning America people making fun of it, right? They were just mocking it, right? I had no idea. But that's what's good. You're still early. And I know a lot of us hate saying that, but it is. But not for long. And this is the same thing, right? This goes along with this as well. Have you heard of X Money yet, Bappy? Right?
Well, I don't know that I heard it termed this way. I definitely heard that he wanted to create his own money. So
an everything app, right?
Yeah.
That's what he wanted. The same thing, like because he started with PayPal, did a lot of things, right?
Yep.
So he definitely knows what all this kind of stuff and how it works. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this Elon Musk financial platform built inside of X, yeah, it's we all know formerly Twitter. We still call it Twitter, but it just moved into external beta. And the way
I can assure you, Ray, that this thing he's had a model of this for a while. Is this not a working model,
right.
But he's been talking about this for too long for it to just be like, oh, we're just getting to this.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, but that's what I mean. And now it's not that it's work. Like I said, it moved into beta because you know who he just tapped? He tapped into to do this. The wonderful Captain Kirk, right? William Shatner. Let me try to find it. Yes. It's got William Shatner, man. Oh, come on. Where is it? Where is he? Shatner. There it is, right?
Yeah. I saw it. Yeah.
Right there. So he just gave Captain Kirk himself 42 invites and had him auction off 42 beta invitations at $1,000 each, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and all that money went to charity, and Musk called it a once in a generation opportunity. So, what is X Money? Here's what we know right now. It's in beta. Like I said, you get about a 6% annual yield on your cash balance, which, by the way, is significantly higher than banks. Okay.
Yeah.
Your bank doesn't get that. And we're going to get into the Clarity Act too, because that's another thing, right? That didn't go well, but you also
this is like a money market then.
Well, that's a piece, right? It's a piece because there's like I said, other pieces that's going on, right? But again, zero personalized metal, you get a personalized metal Visa debit card, right? And your X handle is on it, Bappy. Yeah. So is that it? Yeah. You add Bappy 44. That will be your credit card. Yeah.
That would be printed on there. Digitized.
Zero foreign transaction fees. Okay, that's good. 3% cash back on purchases and peer-to-peer payments. Yes.
Let's analyze that a little bit real quick, Ray.
Yeah.
Zero foreign transaction fees. Why do you think he would have done that, Ray?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Could it be because if we don't get our stuff together?
Yeah.
It's going to be going somewhere else.
We're going somewhere else. Yes. Yeah. Global. Yes, we're global. We're not stuck in our little digital prisons anymore, Pappy. Yes. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why, the Congress and Senate and our president, they need to get their act together because that's why, this kind of stuff, it ain't going to stop, man. This is just going to move. And yeah, if that's how it is, go ahead.
There's been some movement and I know we may get to this, but like even in the war, no one wanted to go to the Strait of Hormuz to help us
Right.
defend that. All of a sudden, this morning I heard 22 countries signed up.
Well, yeah.
So I don't know what changed because over the weekend, oh, nobody wants to support it. Then I don't know when it happened, but sometime between this weekend and today, 22 countries signed up. So
But yeah, that's because yeah, I heard what he said. He said, forget it. We don't need it. We are oil independent. Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of what we do all the time, right? It is the world police stuff. But I mean, that's kind of that's what comes with the territory. I'd rather be leading than being under some other type of leadership. So
Yeah, you either gonna lead or you're gonna follow. Which
yes,
one do you want to be? You want to be in the front or in the back?
that's right.
The back of the horse don't smell so good, Ray.
It doesn't. It doesn't. And you never get your way if you're in the
No.
back of the horse.
No,
That's
you
right.
get something, just not your way.
That's right.
It ain't Burger King back there. You ain't having it your way, right?
It isn't. It's gonna stink, Bappy. It's gonna be stinking be back there, yes. But just to put this into scale or perspective, right? X has about 600 million monthly active users. Okay. PayPal is considered a massive fintech success story. Has around 400 million. Venmo, you use Venmo? Venmo's got like 90 million. Musk doesn't have to convince anyone to download a new app. Okay. The audience is already there, right? He just has to convince them to move their money into the app they already use every day. And here's the part where the crypto community is paying very close attention to, right? Because X right now, X money is fiat only, right? But everything about how it's being built suggests crypto, right? And he's talked about it. He's been into Doge. He holds Bitcoin, right? At least, his some of his companies. So, but he's also been a little negative to crypto, obviously banning people and smacking any of this our algorithms down that are talking about crypto. Yeah.
Well, he's very much so, the best way I can put it as did you watch the movie Rain Man, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's very much a black or a white guy, and I truly believe he has a little of the tism in him. He's got some kind of tism because he does not live in gray area. He lives in black and white. And
Right.
because of that, I feel like the reason he slapped a lot of these people's hands is because there was a lot of, garbage activity.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So
know.
if he's gonna build something, he doesn't want to build something where people are getting freaking taken left and right.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's right. And yeah, I saw that Honolulu. That was their press person that asked them that question. And yes, he said it was quite surprising when we were bombed on Pearl Harbor too, right? That's why you don't tell anybody any kind of military plans. That's just stupid anyways, right?
Yep.
No one should say anything about, even to when they're talking about boots on the ground, because I didn't want to hear any of that either, because that's where he gonna lose me, right? Any of that kind of stuff. But that's why you put that stuff out there, right? But yeah, I get it, Honolulu.
Rich, where the hell are you where gas is $7 a gallon?
GW Rich, you in San Diego? You must be in California. Did you take a trip?
You in Hawaii or something?
Hawaii. That's right. That's crazy. That's too much, GW Rich.
I did see a place here today where it was $5 a gallon, which that's crazy. Like
we're at like $3.40. Yeah, $3.40.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, that's no good. No one wants any of that. That's crazy. But look, these things are happening. You're starting to see this in almost everything that we're involved with. We get to be on X all the time. We do spaces sometimes, right? We do all these things, right? And we're here. We understand what's going on. But that's a big one because that beta just started today. Okay, everybody. So that's cool. And William Shatner, Captain. How can you go wrong with Captain Kirk? Yeah.
Apparently you can, right?
Is he like 90, Captain Kirk?
That guy's got to be, yeah. I'm looking that up. Hey, stand by.
Let's stand by. I want to know how old everybody out there on in the chat. Tell me if you know how old Captain Kirk is. Yeah,
95 years old.
95, bro.
Yeah.
It's Captain Kirk.
Dear Lord, Ray.
Hey, that's what you get when you spend some time out in space.
Apparently, you get to live longer and grow. What was his thing? Live long and prosper.
No, it was Spock. That was Spock. That was different.
Okay.
And that guy, look, everybody knew. 95, man. Wow. That's crazy, bro. Yes. Good for you, Captain Kirk. James T. Kirk. Yeah. But wild times. But this, again, we are supposedly having a breakthrough, right? It's getting closer to what we're trying to get here. But some of the things we're not going to like, okay? Because it's just not. It's all about the yield, like I said, right? But the Clarity Act, which is a big comprehensive crypto regulation bill, we all know that, right? Has been stuck in the Senate since January, right?
Yeah.
Completely gridlocked. Yeah. These jokers, right? They got to get their positions, got to get their people in. Yeah. But the banks hated the idea of yield for stable coins. So you know, okay. So and they said they would people would pull their deposits out of traditional banking system. They couldn't have that, Bappy. Oh my goodness, because they treat us so well with the toasters and all of these wonderful things they get us for keeping our money in there. And
I don't feel like they give you anything anymore. I mean, when I used to bring my kids in, they used to have lollipops on the counter. They don't even have that, and I don't go into the bank very often.
Not even in the drive-through, huh? No blow pops. That's messed up.
No, they used to have dum-dums. They used the cheap ones.
No, they did it on purpose.
Yeah, that was on purpose. So yeah.
Hey, dum-dum,
Yeah.
Thanks for your money, dum-dum.
For having your money in here.
Yes. Crypto companies said banning it would kill innovation if they do this, right? Like I said. And they've been going back and forth over this yield thing, right? For months. No resolutions. Well, supposedly this Friday, that kind of broke, right? We'll see, right? But that's what they said. Yeah. But the problem is that it's not going to have any passive yields for crypto. So if you're just holding your tokens in a bank in a stable coin, no yield, no passive yield on stable coins. But people that were in this room, they were talking about, right, like I said, where you get interest on your checking account, things like that. All that is banned. It's not going to act like that, right? But what they did give in to, Bappy, is where you do activity-based rewards. Yeah, we've heard that before.
The more transactions you make, Ray?
Transactions or I don't know. There's all kinds of activities that you could do.
Then that means they're going to start charging us transaction fees.
Yes. Look. See, there you go.
Yeah, Crypto Buffy B. I need to be where you are. I mean,
341. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's good down here. South. We love the South. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there you go. But look, that is the big thing. I mean, so like I said, any kind of just acting like you're just holding your crypto in a bank, just any kind of yield like that, no, they're gonna be like we're gonna pass on that. But any kind of activity where you're doing things with it, right? You will be able to get some yield with that, some passive yield for stable coins, right? So at least that's something. We'll see. But again, I'm big on more, like I said, with DeFi, things like that. I was actually working on a presentation just earlier, Bappy. I didn't have it done in time, but it was going to explain all that APY, APR, compounding. Because in DeFi, you'll see those crazy numbers. I think I've showed you before. Like you see 80%, right? You're going to get 80% if you stake your money over here. Yeah. Well, I think we might do that soon because I've been working on that presentation. I want to show you how that works, right? If you're early, that is possible. But if you're late, that stuff kind of melts away. Just yeah. But look, like I said, hopefully this is getting down the road. There at least is a path forward, and that's what we're looking at, right? Because it needs to pass, right? But we'll see. These companies, these banks, and the people, they don't usually see eye to eye because they don't care about us, Bappy.
No. That's an understatement, right?
That's an understatement. Yes, that's correct. And then here's again, you know this guy, yeah? He is raising $44 billion, yes, to buy more Bitcoin. Yes, he's so like an equity raise. That's what he's doing, yeah. And look, it is straight up buying Bitcoin, right? So I mean, he's been doing this. It's nothing new, right? I like his passion, and he sticks with it. Yeah, but here's why, where this stands now. Strategy holds over 761,000 Bitcoin. Yeah. So that's approximately 3.6% of all Bitcoin that will ever exist. Yeah. And they want more, right? I know he's trying to get to, I think, a nice clean 5%. Yeah. But you know what that would take? He would have to buy $540 million worth of Bitcoin every week. Yeah.
Damn.
Every week for the rest of 2026, everybody. So that number is kind of rough, right? It's
That's out of reach. That ain't happening, Ray.
It's not happening. Oh, Bappy. Well, let's make a poly market bet. There you go.
Oh, right? Yeah, there you go. That's an easy one, Ray.
But
it's not gonna have a good return on it for us.
No,
that's a sure thing.
Well, I'm also saying, I'm thinking like this too, like, because I like to look at both sides. I mean, that's great. It's good for, I guess, our bags, right? But I'm not a fan of how, like, no one just controls a big chunk of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because again, that's against everything to do with Bitcoin, right? But like I said, I don't know. I mean, because he's a guy that said, I mean, even that's under not his personal Bitcoin, but what he's doing with this, that he'd never sell it, right? I don't know. We'll see. And GW Rich says the markets are punishing silly people who can only use premiums and race grade gambling. Yes, there you go. Well, I only drive once a week, GW Rich. So the gas does not bothers me. It doesn't at all, right?
Yeah, I drive every day, Ray.
Oh, well, I do. I feel for you. Yes. I leave on Sunday and then I come back. That's
like
about
driving Miss Daisy, right?
It is driving Miss Daisy. But also, just everybody knows, Wednesday I have a special thing. It's somebody's special's birthday, and I will probably be missing Wednesday. Yeah, I'll say it again before we smash the like button too, everybody. Yeah, smash it up and share it out.
Put up our banner, Ray.
That's good. Thank you, Bappy. There we go.
There you go.
Right, good call. And let me put some background music too. We got it nice and mellow. Put this in here. Let me lower it down there. Chill. There we go. All right. But I mean, look, this guy, he's got a plan, right? He's got and you do have to give it up for him because I think he's underwater, right? He's been buying up Bitcoin for a good bit, right? But this is all his buys, Pappy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got big chunk like back here. Where is it? He's got some around 40, right? But not much.
No.
Not much. You are it's tough to be out there like that. Yeah. Especially that bag, man. That's quite the bag.
Well, he's going to dollar cost average in. He'll be fine.
Yep. And then this is the same kind of story, but this is our good friend Tom Lee. You know Tom Lee?
No, Tommy Lee.
No, Tom Lee, man, he's doing the same thing with BitMine. Tom Lee, he's very bullish on ETH, right? And Tom Lee's company is BitMine, and he just announced that they bought another 138 million worth of Ethereum last week alone, and he's been doing this consecutive. This is his third consecutive week, and like I said, he now holds roughly 4.66 million tokens for ETH. Yeah. So the reserves to about 1.1 billion, right? And like I said, he's kind of doing the same, kind of thing as Sailor. But the cool thing with ETH is, like Tom Lee, he gets to stake it, Bappy, right?
Okay.
So those things are actually pushing out a yield right now, right? But he's also underwater. Yeah.
No, I mean, I would say unless you were right in at the beginning, you're underwater.
Yeah. Correct. Right. Yeah. But I mean, even too, back in 2020, 2019, those are good days. You could get some ETH for about 100, 150 bucks. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Right.
The good old days, Ray.
The good old days, Pappy. I miss those days. Those were the good old days. It was
like
exciting.
Sitting on the front porch drinking some country time lemonade.
Hey, dreaming big dreams, looking at islands. Yes, it was wonderful days. It was wonderful. But Lee is not shy about his thesis, right? He believes ETH is in the final stage of what he's calling a mini crypto winter, right? We're coming out of it, right? And he's buying a dip aggressively. He also pointed to something really interesting. Since the Iran conflict started, Ethereum has actually outperformed equities, and while gold has dropped more than 15%. So
Told you it was going to happen, right?
You did, yes. But his argument is that crypto is increasingly acting like a wartime store of value. Sure, Tom Lee. Whatever floats your boat. I just believe, like I said, everybody's building on it. It is the chain where most everything's going to be tokenized.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my thing. And I know
it's got a lot of infrastructure.
It does. And and like I said, that's where you want to be for that kind of stuff. But that's the big two big horses, Bitcoin and ETH. Yeah. But this one, you know Mr. Beast? You ever heard of
course,
him?
yeah.
Yeah. So this one has a little bit of everything in it here, Bappy, right? So his name is, if you don't know Mr. Beast, his name is Jimmy Donaldson, his real name. Yeah.
So look at someone on Leave It to Beaver.
He does look like, that's right. That's what was it? Ward? No, Ward is the dad. Yeah.
Ward was the dad.
It was Beeve, and what was the dad? What was this brother?
Wally.
That's Wally.
Eddie Haskell.
No, not Eddie Haskell. Yes. But he's got over 470 million subscribers. Everybody, right? You can monetize something like that. Okay.
No, I get disgusted, Ray.
Hey, Bappy, when you're giving away $1 million and you're doing these great, things, and people, yes, it's a good. And not down. Obviously, he's a great streamer. He does his thing, right?
Yeah.
But yes, that's the point of building a community. Everyone, right? It is a good thing. Yes. But today, right, with all his millions of subscribers, right, he recently bought a company called Step, okay? And Step is a banking app built for teenagers, yeah? Think of it like a starter bank account for Gen Z. 7 million users aimed at people under 18, Pappy.
Nice.
Yeah?
Well, that's all his followers, right?
It is, but this Senator Elizabeth Warren, right? She wrote a 12-page letter to Mr. Beast and the CEO of Beast Industries, basically saying, hold on, what's your plan here? Because Step previously allowed teenagers to buy Bitcoin and NFTs with parental consent back in 2022, right? Before walking it back in 2024. Yeah, when the bear market hits, everybody's all, wait, hold on, what's going on, right? I thought it was always going up only. Yeah, that's not how it works. Yes. But Warren's concern here is that about 39% of Mr. Beast's audience is between 13 and 17. Yeah, and she's arguing that
I'd say that's even low, probably.
Yeah, I would say that's low. Yes, and she's arguing the company, primarily known for entertainment, doesn't have a track record to handle financial products for minors. Yes, so I mean that's actually that's actually somewhat absolutely right. Yeah. But I mean, look, I don't look at it like that. Look, we were never really taught any of this stuff in school. We didn't barely have checking, like balancing your checkbook, right? We barely had some of that. We had accounting, things like that. But that I think it's actually something good. Yeah. But of course, there's got to be some guardrails. Yes, because you got to understand, he's also the previous story we were talking about with BitMine. He is working with Tom Lee, right?
Okay.
If you didn't know, Tom Lee's company. It's the same Tom Lee who, like I said, 138 million in Bitcoin, Ethereum, right? This week. So there is a chain of all this kind of stuff, right? Because that's what he's doing. He's onboarding a bunch of these teenagers into something that Tom Lee is in partnership with them, right? So again, you do have to look at these things, and that makes sense. So I'm not going to go dunking on Elizabeth Warren because I'm not a fan of her, anyways. But she has a point, right? But I think her point is more protecting the banks. Yeah, that's just my opinion. Yeah, but that's what's going on. I mean, he's got that stuff going. Come on, what are you doing? Deny. I deny it all.
Deny.
Yes, deny. Crypto.com, and you know that's a centralized crypto exchange. Yes.
Okay. Yep.
They cut 12% of their staff, and they blamed AI. Bappy, they blame an AI.
Well, are we? Is that supposed to surprise me, right?
It is, because it's nothing to do with AI, Pappy. It's because we're in a bear market, and it's a nice layup.
That's an easy excuse.
It is. They're saying it has nothing to do with the market. It's all AI, and we're all automating everything. But no, it's not. Right? There's a much bigger wave. I mean, this is not just the only company doing it. Algorand, that's another crypto company, just cut 25% of their team. Gemini just cut 200 of their people. And I know this isn't a lot, but for crypto, I mean, these are big. You know, they don't have.
Yeah,
mass-
I mean, that could, you don't know how many people are in those companies. That could be a decent percentage.
Sure, and they usually do this. Masari, it's you know, it's happening across the board. There's a lot of people cutting. Yeah. But new jobs, even new job posting on crypto, yeah, they're down 80%. Job postings for crypto, Pappy, are down 80%. That's not good. That's not good. No, right? But like I said, it's just crazy. But it has really nothing to do with, like I said, AI. Entire, you know, sectors like restaking, DePIN, layer twos, everything that was booming is basically non-existent right now. We're living in ghost towns. Yes. These chains, not much activity on them, and yeah, it's just rough out there for crypto.
I wonder if there's something that captures pure volume of the crypto market to see that chart.
They do. If you want, I will start. I can bring those things up. Absolutely.
Yeah, just curious.
They show you on all those chains, right? That's what people look at all the time because that's important. But also that's manipulated too, Bappy, right? We all know the trading bots, and they're just moving and moving stuff around. You'll see that, and the volume, that's even faked, right? It's crazy. The whole world's fake, Bappy. The whole world's fake. Yes, but MoonPay, and again, this is getting back. We're getting into the AI stuff now, right? AI, an AI wallet, and that's what I'm talking about. MoonPay. Yeah, it is a big
what's
deal.
AI about it, Ray?
What's the whole wallet? What are you talking about? It's AI agents hold funds and execute transactions across blockchains. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. These are going to be autonomous. You're going to just speak to it, Bappy.
You're just going to say, "Here's my $100,000. Go do your thing."
Yeah, go double this next week. And I don't want to hear any excuses. It's correct. You better not come back. If you are, I'm going to delete you. Yeah, you got to be aggressive, Bappy. You got to be aggressive with it.
Okay. I'm just joking. A lot of people going to lose a lot of money, Ray.
It's true. But I would never give it $100,000. I would little tranches, right? Little tranches. Give it a couple wins. You ever play? I played football and coach and all these things. Yeah, I'm playing football. You got to give them a little win, little swing passes, Bappy. Maybe a little draw. Got to draw the defense up. Then you can go deep, Bappy. You know,
4 and 5 yards, right?
Yeah, you got a little quick hitters. That's correct.
A little dink and dunk.
That's right. And then it opens up wide open. Yeah, so that's how it works. But the crypto payments company just open sourced something called the Open Wallet Standard. Yeah. And what it does is give AI agents a universal way to hold money, sign transactions, and makes payments across basically every major blockchain. And it's backed by over 15 companies, including PayPal, Ripple, Circle, the Ethereum Foundation, and the Solana Foundation. Right?
That's some big names, Ray.
That's a big deal, right? And that's what I'm talking about. That's why you can see this is starting to get a little more, a little more robust. That, like you said, I wouldn't trust it, but we're getting there. So why does this matter? AI agents with these automated software programs that can perform tasks on your behalf are already transacting on chain, right? There are over 340,000 wallets controlled by AI agents just in the first quarter of this year. I was trying to get one up myself, Bappy, but I was scared. Okay. We've talked about stories before. Coinbase's X402, right? Protocol. This enables stablecoin transfers over this with the APIs, apps, and AI agents as well. So there's a couple of different, projects spinning this up, right? And if you don't know, like I said, Coinbase is a pretty big exchange, right? They're also on the stock exchange. So MoonPay is also pretty big, right? So this agent economy is starting to spin up, and that's going to be pretty exciting, pretty good stuff. Yes, and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. And
I'm curious what that would represent in overall volume.
Okay.
Like, I don't know that they'll.
Oh, you're asking.
Yeah, I don't know if that's published anywhere, but if there's however many AI bots, and I don't, how many times are they trading in a day, an hour, a minute, whatever?
Oh yeah.
And how much of the volume that is in crypto is represented by now AI?
Right. Yeah. I mean, again, you can look at that. If I knew all 700,000 of those wallets, I'm sure they're probably also very, very tracked, right? I don't, but yes, you can pull up there's a bunch of it. I'll actually, like I said, tomorrow I'll go through and look for some of that stuff. There you go, Michelle. Good to see you. GM, Web3 Wise Guy fan. Thank you for joining us, Michelle. Appreciate you. Yes. But yes, big things. AI agents are starting to get monetized. Yeah. Here's a crazy one, Bappy. You ready for this?
Let's do it. Oh, this is what you were kind of hinting towards at the beginning.
AI is being used to clear court backlogs, Bappy. So judges need a little extra help, Bappy.
Oh, of course, it's in LA, Ray.
LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love LA. There you go. That's it.
We love it.
We love it. So it is one of the largest and most overwhelmed court systems in the United States. Okay, so you can kind of understand that, right? They're handling about 1.2 million. Where I'm trying to find it. It's hard to go through this stuff. Yes, 1.2 million court cases. Okay, every year. So they are just starting to pilot an AI tool called Learned Hand. They could have come up with a better name than that. Learned Hand. Come on, man. Right? This is our court. This is going to be our court guy. Learned Hand. But 6 judges are using it right now. Okay, in civil court, it can read through hundreds of pages of legal motions, summarize them, do legal research, and actually draft tentative rulings for judges to review. And
I'm seeing this little summarization thing even in my email. Do you see that? Do you have a Gmail?
Yes. It does it all the time. Yes.
Yeah. Lengthy email, and there's just like 4 bullet points at the top.
Yes.
AI summarizes it for you.
I have a tool. I use that all the time. Anytime I'm on a website, it's a little icon that's off to the right. I can hit it and it'll summarize, or it'll give me the transcripts. It'll do any of that. Yeah.
It's like the Cliff Notes. Remember that one we were in? Well, that was probably even.
No, I just never used them either, Bappy. I forget school. It was party time for me.
Listen. I used Cliff Notes because it was party time for me. Like you could cut down on,
Not me, Bappy. I bartered in high school. I did trades for work. There was some kind of trading going on. I would trade food, some kind of trading going on. Yes.
All right.
But yes, it was crazy. But look, the judges are actually saying, look, we're not letting it make the decisions. We are getting, like I said, like you said, summaries. The judges are still the ones doing the official ruling, right?
So they say, right?
Yeah, so that's what I was going to tell you. Like, people, right? People are going to be people all the time. So if they can get by with stuff, I believe they're going to be oh yeah, he's good. This was right. And it's more like, what is that? Judge Dredd? What was that? There was a bunch of
them.
Yeah. Yeah,
that was the Stallone movie.
That's Stallone, man.
I mean, right? They did a remake of that movie because they can't have original ideas anymore. But yeah.
But look, it's going to start getting pretty weird, man. Because these things still do make mistakes, okay, and they still hallucinate, and they don't know everything, okay. Like I said, I wouldn't be comfortable with it doing rulings on court. I wouldn't be comfortable with it doing any kind of psychology, right? Your mental health.
AI mental health evaluations.
Well, they do. People use it for that, Bappy.
Bro.
It's crazy. It doesn't make any sense, everybody. You know what I use it for, Bappy? Is to go and figure out some kind of marketing, SEO stuff. Go, like you said, make me some money. Yep. Other than that, I'm not asking this thing for,
no.
It's crazy. People are wild, man. And then, look, I have to show you this back. Oh, wait, everybody. Just because, like I said, I'm not going to play the audio, but AI is going to take your job and your girl, okay?
Oh, boy.
But look, it's insane. This is superhuman. This is real, right? I asked Grok and I did some other deep diving, yeah? But like most people think, okay, look, all these physical jobs, it can't do this, can't do that, can't. Watch this, Pappy. Right, we're just gonna look. Just even too, these are just nuts and bolts. Look at them just spinning down. Better than any person, yeah. And it just gets crazier. And again, when you see this, if it's not impressive enough, wait till it finishes these things, right? And like I said, this isn't nothing, right? I'm like, wow, great, look at it, right? But wait till it gets to multitasking, Pappy. Wait till it gets to multitasking. It's crazy. We're almost there. Because, like, dude, I didn't think that this was going to be like this. Now, here we go. All three, Pappy. Like, hey, thread the needle. Hey, I know people. I know humans that can't do this. Okay, thread the needle. There it is.
Such precision.
Precision. Yes. There you go, Pappy.
Yeah, but you see how a thread is never that good at the end. It's always frayed, and you got to lick it and twirl it.
Not
How's
this
it
one,
gonna do
Pappy.
that, Ray?
Not this one. No, not when you precision, like when you cut it precisionally.
No. Yeah.
But look, that's just wild. Just saying, this is
The linker bot.
Linker bot, man. Yes. And now, look, this is what I was telling you, Pappy. This is it. A man pleads guilty to using AI to generate $8 million in fraudulent streaming music royalties. Yeah.
Damn. See, I knew this was coming, Ray. Go ahead.
Pappy, he's a 54-year-old guy. Yeah. And
this is the Milli Vanilli of AI.
It is, girl, you know it's true.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I'm in love with you, girl. Hey, I don't have any hate for Milli Vanilli. I used to love them songs, man.
I love them too. I went to a concert.
They just tried to spruce them up a little, give them a little better look. That's all good. But this is a 54-year-old guy, right, from North Carolina, and his name is Michael Smith. But he pleaded guilty, right? He said, "I'm guilty. You got me," and because he was using AI to create hundreds of thousands of songs, Pappy. Yes.
Okay.
And he was uploading them to Spotify, right?
People were downloading that stuff, Ray. I told you this was going to happen.
Yeah, but no, that's not even it. No, people weren't downloading it, Pappy. Spotify, he made accounts for Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and YouTube Music. Then he programmed bots, Pappy, to stream
to play all of them.
To play the songs, Pappy. He created about 1,000 accounts, yeah, and then yes, he had there he is 661,440 streams per day.
I love it.
And he had 1.2 million in annual royalties. He was released on $500,000 bond right the following month. But that was the whole thing. There was not one human, okay, that downloaded the song, that listened it, streamed it. It was an AI that created the songs and an AI that listened to it and streamed it, right?
Love it.
And then love it. He's in jail. He's going to be in jail. And he's now
$500,000 bond. He's out on bond. Now he's going. Now he's all of a sudden going to
down the Bahamas,
the Philippines or something, where he has now what? He's got $500,000. He's got $700,000 that he can live on for the rest of his life.
Hey, and he'll spin it up again. He'll do some music down there.
Yeah.
Yep.
He'll use a VPN. It'll seem like he's in, Mexico.
Yeah, I know. And just a quick story on gold. It is down 22%. I know that's just kind of random.
No, Ray, gold can be down.
It's down. It's down. Look at that cliff, Pappy. Yes, it's down.
Yeah.
Yep. But we'll see. We'll see. You never know. You never know another war we get into, right?
Jeez.
And then, look, I'll skip that one too, but we'll come back to the main one. A hacker mints $80 million worth of fake stablecoins and swapped it for ETH, Pappy.
See, Ray, all of these degen people that don't want legitimacy in crypto.
I know.
This is where you're going if you don't.
But that's what these goofballs are doing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yes, these morons. Yes, keep doing it. But this is an algorithmic new type of stablecoin, and yes, there you go. It wasn't backed by anything. Like I said, it's an algorithmic one. Right? And that's what I mean. You got to know from the differences of different stables.
Oh, it was backed by the full faith and credit of Nigeria.
Yes, there's a Nigerian gold mine. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, the prince that we've all had a letter from.
But like I said, the hacker was able to siphon up 25 mil, okay, before they locked it into the protocol. But he did.
Wow.
Crazy, man. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the Philippines too.
Yeah, he's in the like. Wait, this is the stable coin. It was stable. No, not stable.
Damn, not so stable anymore, right?
It's not stable.
Unstable.
And then I had to end it on this because this is the crazy one, right? This is what we're talking about. If you don't know what Palantir, everybody, do some research into that one, okay? That's a military industrial AI. That's definitely, we're talking, this is when you're talking about the Terminator stuff, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, but this is the one that's I want to sit with a bit, right, and talk about, because this story puts everything in a different context. When the U.S. launched its military operations against Iran, okay, the Pentagon hit over 1,000 targets in the first 24 hours. Okay, 1,000 in a single day. Okay, I'm just telling you, that's pretty precise. Good targeting systems. Yeah.
What's insane, Ray, is if you watch some of these YouTube videos that are out there, I don't think people realize how much intel that you need to be able to. This isn't just like somebody started watching them 2 weeks ago. This is like years of intel.
Yeah, right. And it's moving at the speed of light. Like it doesn't even, like, some of this, like I said, doesn't even need to go. It obviously goes through humans, but these missiles and these weapons are AI and smart as well. I mean, these are, and they had some of this stuff obviously back in the day, right? When you could shoot a missile at a window inside of a buildings, those are pretty smart weapons. Now I have used some where we're actually lasering it and we're actually on it.
Point the laser and then that's where it goes.
Right. We had an old school big dragon, but it could kill tanks. And it was a big missile launcher that we put on. It was actually guided by wire. And you could see the wire, and you're holding it, and you got to hold on to the tank. It's crazy, man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. It's called fly by wire. And you can when you launch the missile, it's a big missile too, and you see the wire just kind of. And I've seen the wire get cut, and the missile goes. Wah! It's crazy, but we don't have that. Well, they might have it. I don't know, but
they moved on.
They might be a little more.
That technology somewhere we're not in our possession anymore.
If anybody's in the military, that's currently, there's still a Dragon, right? Is a big, like I said, is a big rocket launcher off your shoulder. Yeah, let me know. That'd be great. But very cool, man, is all I'm saying, right? But it also
Night Owl.
Very Skynet-ish, right?
Yeah.
Very Skynet.
Yeah.
Didn't listen. I just couldn't type. Great show. Thank you, Night Owl. Appreciate it. And we're talking right up your alley, Night Owl. This is Skynet.
Yeah.
Skynet. Palantir. Skynet. Yes. Shall we play a game? Yes. Thank you for joining us, Night Owl.
Speaking of which, Night Owl, check your DMs later on tonight. I'm gonna send you my number, and I have a Wellness Wednesday question for you that you may have an answer for me.
Oh, right on. There you go. But thanks for joining us, Night Owl. Comfy. What's up, boys? Thanks, man.
Boys.
Good to see you, bro. Yep. You ready for Skynet? Because it's happening right here. Well, this is the real deal. Yeah?
Bro, when you like that, I'm telling you, like, I spent a little time on YouTube last night. I was up way too late. Yeah. It was like, oh, if you think that was interesting, watch the next video. And I'm like,
they do that.
God.
Yes.
And man, some of this stuff is insane.
It is insane. I know. And it's only going to get more insane, Bappy. Right?
Oh, I know.
This thing it's called, and it's known as the Maven system. Okay, Skynet, Maven. Okay, just called.
We just named it something different. That's all.
They just called it Maven. Okay, but like I said, this is built by Palantir, and it runs on Anthropic's AI model, Claude, the Claude that we get to use, everybody, right? And that's also the Claude that they just had a big old, ruckus with. Yeah. That AI that powers this chatbot that we're all using is the same technology was central to the targeting and intelligence analysis in a live shooting war. Okay. We use it, and it's also being used on a battleground. Yes. That's called going down the rabbit hole, Bappy. That's right. It's true. Happens all the time, Night Owl.
Yeah. Night Owl, I've been down the rabbit hole a few times. I know. I'm no stranger.
So again, going back to 1,000 target. Oh, it is. Oh, there it is. Read more.
Yeah,
okay.
1,000 targets.
Yeah, in 24 hours, right?
And the YouTubes that I'm telling you about, they break it all down, right? It was insane.
Well, look, breaking it down, Bappy, 86 seconds. A target every 86 seconds, everyone.
It was crazy, right?
Right.
They have these buildings full. I don't know if this is accurate. I swear I read this, that they had 1 million drones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, easy. They have swarms. Like you'll start seeing missiles that the missile isn't the weapon. It'll pop open, and then yes, a swarm of those things will pop out. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to tell FOMO. I was like, look, man, they have your facial recognition, right? They're going to be little shape chargers on these little itty bitty drones, right? If they want FOMO, they're going to get FOMO.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yep. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, they said they hit the drones, and then they hit this other building that had these fast attack boats as well, Ray.
Yeah.
And it was an entire building because they send out 100 of these boats at a time, and it overwhelms like even military ships. Like you can't handle all that at one time.
Right. Well, like I said, look at this. Even if humans are technically making final calls on every strike, and that's the official position. That's what they're saying, right? What does a human in the loop mean, right? What does that actually mean when a system is moving so fast? Okay. Now, again, I know we have several million, right, in military members, but that's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
How deeply is an individual actually reviewing each recommendation before the clock is already at the next one, right? I'm just saying this is moving pretty fast.
Yeah.
And CENTCOM commander Brad Cooper said publicly, AI tools help our warfighters sift through vast amounts of data in seconds. Humans will always make the final decision on what to shoot, but experts, right, in modern warfare are saying this is compressing a process that used to take hours or days. Right?
Yeah. They also said because they were hitting those targets simultaneously, when one target is trying to radio to warn other people, it's already too late.
Yeah, right. But this is the crazy part too, because like now they got to unwind from Claude, because this, like I said, is a big old hubbub, right?
Yeah.
It is more complicated because now Anthropic, the company that built Claude, was actually blacklisted by the Pentagon because they said their technology should not be used for fully autonomous military targeting, right? They sued the Trump administration over it, and yet Claude is still inside a Palantir system, still being used in active combat today, right? Because the Pentagon said they'd phase it out once they found a replacement, and they haven't found one yet. Everybody.
Yeah, I'll be in 10 years, right?
Well, it's kind of crazy, man. Just saying, you got to think. I get it. I mean, we're the ones have this, but man, there's an ongoing investigation on whether this AI system played a role in the U.S. strike that killed over 170 people, right, at a girls' school in Iran.
Right.
This is all real. I mean, this is not fun and games, right? I know we kind of joke, but these are people, man, right? And Skynet is loose. lose many sleep at all. Yeah. Yep. It's only going to get crazier, man, right? That's why we got to lock in. We got to find our own. We're going to find our own island, our own guardian sentinels. Yes.
Crazy.
We'll just get out in the way. We'll go. It's just it is that's all the stories for today. It's kind of like I said. It is very, very wild and interesting times we live in. It is. It's only going to get more crazy. But yeah, that's why I know you were saying that story when we first started off, man. But yeah, I knew I had it, and it was. It is. I mean, dude, that's a lot of targets in 24 hours. But I guess I heard it's winding down too, from what I heard. Yeah.
Well, so there was 3 of those videos that I watched, Ray, that basically it was how they described it from start to finish. So I believe that I don't know what else they could destroy. They damn near destroyed everything.
Well, their infrastructure, right? All the fuel, just for inside, it is. But I'm pretty sure we don't want to do that because we're not trying to rebuild stuff. But I've also heard, look, we're just going to use their oil to rebuild anything because we usually get on the hook of all kinds of stuff, right? But we'll see. Yes, I'm the island. Yeah, I'm definitely. I hear you, Night Owl. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out, and we'll have our own little sanctuary. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But that's the point. Like I said, too, this is still an amazing time to be alive. Everybody, I don't care what you want to say. Never been an easier time to build anything that you want to build. Right? Any ideas? Right? I was just looking at something today that's really cool. I'm going to go down the rabbit hole tonight. It has to do with like text messaging. Right? How, most of us are just used to using your iPhone, doing all this. Well, now you're going to be able to deploy all these AIs and you're just going to be able to message these things without using the internet and doing all this kind of stuff. It's just interesting because, look, you don't have to count on these big centralized systems anymore. Right? But who knows? Maybe they'll ban them too. Right?
Yeah. Right.
I don't know. I don't know how this is going to look. But I know I'm not going to just sit around waiting for it, right? Got to be active and getting after it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, all good. But that's kind of what you did with this weekend, just looking at all that kind of stuff too, huh?
Well, that was just last night.
Okay.
Not this weekend. Yeah, literally just last night. I was looking on YouTube at trying to catch up on some of the stuff that I follow, like that's gun related and whatever. And all of a sudden, I don't know where I zigged when I should have zagged, and I went down that path. So I don't know.
You know what I was looking at? Did you know that they have compound bows for these big steel balls? Did you know they have compound bows? Oh, they're amazing.
Amazing.
I'm about to pick one up, man. That's amazing.
They're crazy. I've never actually seen one in a store.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I found the website. Yes, it's like crossbow Costco.
Yeah, you'll have to like shoot me a link because
it has a magazine, man. Like it holds like 20 ball bearings, and you just hit it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's amazing.
You can pull down a herd of hogs with that.
Oh, easy. I mean, that thing that'll go through a skull. Yeah, man, that's no joke. No reloading. That's amazing. That's an excellent zombie apocalypse weapon.
Oh yeah. You're gonna need a little metal balls though, Ray.
Hey, but that's all right. That's okay. I think how many bullets you need. Yes, zombie apocalypse. You got to go with what it is, right? I'll take steel ball being, but anyways, all good, funny, but crazy. Yeah, good stuff. But thanks, Bappy, for hanging out. And got anything problem. Before we go?
If you know what, Night Owl, can you DM me in Telegram, because I'm looking for you and I can't find you on there. So if you could do that.
If not, I'll send it. I think we're all connected on there.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, everybody, if you haven't, smash the like button. And like I said, Wednesday got a special birthday, so I'm going to be taking somebody
special birthday, a little special someone.
Yeah, taking some people out. And yes, they deserve to have a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So we will probably see you Friday. Yeah.
All right.
Right on, man. But again, everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. The world is good. Enjoy it.
Get after it.
Yes. Have a good one. Thanks for everybody watching, and we'll see you.
See ya.
Spew on strange cities. Steam turn night to day. Now cold as sparks of jeans. Light a fast away. Digital dreams take shape. Valley moves at the speed of thought. Robots learn our footsteps. Building what we taught. Same old world, new codes in the street. Value move faster than words when we speak. They say slow down, night. This ain't a phase. Whole new era loading. Watch the screen change. Don't fight the rising current. Learn the shape of the swell. Your roots are creative. Pick a lane and just excel.